Our featured interview guest this week is Dr. Phyllis Klotman, a professor of Afro-American Studies at Indiana University in Bloomington. Dr. Klotman is director of the Black Film Center. She spearheaded the first Black Film Workshop and Festival to be held on the campus of Indiana University. We'll be talking to her today about the study of Black film. Dr. Klotman, thank you very much for joining us.
The archive idea came out of our attempting to find these films. And when we found them, I thought, wouldn't it be great not to have to go through that problem again? Once we get them, we could become a center here. We're right in the Middle West. We haven't touched the coasts. You know, there are people who don't get East or West. And wouldn't it be wonderful if we had these films for research and study and also to share with the community? So I started writing these grant proposals. And in the process, Tom Schwen said, while you're doing that, why don't you also consider the possibility of bringing people to campus? And I said, but I don't know these people. And he said, well, I've not stopped you in the past, you know, why not see what you can do? It seems to us as important to know about a medium that has affected so many people. I mean, it's clear that visual images have a tremendous impact. There is still the notion that Black experience is separate from and not a part of the total American experience. That there is not, that it lacks universality. As long as that barrier is there, I think you're going to have this kind of ebb and flow.
Hi, everyone. I'm Nina Collins. I'm a writer and an entrepreneur. I run a large community for women over 40 called The Wolfer. And I've known Terri Francis, the director of the Black Film Center Archive, for I guess about 10 years now, maybe a little more. I wanted to get a sense of what she knew about my mother and what she thought of my mother. And at the time, Terri had a really, really crappy copy of Losing Ground on VHS, which was also what I had. And she said to me, we need a better version of this. She said, when my students see this film, I mean, the thing that she said that I'll just never forget is Terri said, when Black female film students see this film, this movie, they cry. Like they've never seen representations of themselves on film. So tell me a little bit about what you do, Terri. Like you are a professor of film, right, at Indiana, and then you also run the archive. How do those two roles intersect? What's the difference?
They're both teaching roles based in my research in Black film history. And similarly, the Black Film Center Archive has a dual role as a center and an archive. As an archive, we collect and preserve Black film history, the artifacts and the posters, the manuscripts, the films themselves. And as a center, we generate Black film history through the conversations and research that happen when we bring curators, archivists, filmmakers, artists, students, all together into conversation with each other. I'm like Phyllis in the sense that I think about archival work as future-making work, as culture-building work. I think about the Black film that's out there now as the Black film history of the future.
Do you last piece of advice for students who
want to be filmmakers?
or
Be very organized. It's really a question of focusing so sharply. I mean, you can see from the class how many things you have to think about. Well, multiply that going on a set, and then the cutting, and then the music, and all the additional things that come through the whole process. And you better like it.